All right, so here what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to solve the equation in this case for n, little n. So we need to solve this for this little n right here. And so what I would suggest is let's do cross products again. So we're going to take this times this is equal to that. So m times n plus n equals 2s. All right. Now we need to solve for n. We're not going to distribute because that's going to take one more step. So let's divide by m. And so now we have big N plus little n equals 2s over big M. We want this, so if we just subtract n, we get little n is 2s over m minus n. And now we've solved this equation for our little n. Okay. And again, all we did is we just manipulated it until we got to what we needed and went from there. Now, could we have distributed and all that stuff? Yeah, you could have distributed, but what's going to happen is it's just going to make it a little bit harder. So let's just make it as easy as possible, divide by that m at that point, and then subtract n. All right, so same thing goes here. We want to solve, in this case, for w. So what are we going to do? Well, if we have all of this, what I'm going to say is let's get this side together first into one thing, and then we can do a cross product again. So 1 over big G is equal to, well, here S times W is going to be our common denominator. And so let's see. Yeah, that's... maybe that's not how to do it. Let's rewrite the whole thing anyway. So plus 1 over W. So let's get this by itself over here. So let's subtract 1 over S. So we have 1 over G minus 1 over S equals 1 over W. Now let's get this common denominator. Well, if we do that, we have S over S and G over G. So then we get SG, SG. So that gives us S minus G over SG equals 1 over W. Well, guess what? If we take the reciprocal of this side and we take the reciprocal of this side, we're going to get the same answer. And so when we do that, what we're going to get is W equals SG over S minus G. Okay. Now, could we do that again with cross product? Yeah, because what happens is you're going to multiply those. So we're going to get W times S minus G equals SG. If I can write a G. Now we divide by S minus G. Can't write G's again. Those cancel, and so W equals the SG over S minus G, which is what we got here. So all we did here, I took a reciprocal, went directly here. Here, I actually did the cross product, and then I went that way to do that to solve for W that way. So both of them work out, get you the same answer. Just depends on if you want to do reciprocals or you want to do cross products and then solve for the variable given. All right, let's stop there and come back for some more.